Shrien Dewani has won an appeal in Britain's Supreme Court. The appeal relates to his bid to fight extradition to South Africa. eNCA correspondent Olly Barratt joins us live now from London. Olly, afternoon to you. So what reasons were given for allowing Dewani to appeal this extradition?
Well, what has essentially happened here at the High Court today, and this has all been confirmed in just the last half an hour or so, is that there are two legal points that the High Court wants to hear more discussion on. One is really a technicality of law, which is whether a person who is currently unfit to plead, is that person technically and accused for the purposes of the Extradition Act here in Britain of 2003. Sounds like a technicality, but an important one that the High Court here wants to get ironed out. The second question that the next High Court date will address is whether it is unjust or oppressive to extradite a person who is agreed at the time of determination to be unfit to plead. Now, Shrien Dewani is agreed by all sides to be currently unfit to plead, and so that question has to be answered according to the High Court. Now, they may sound like two arcane legal technicalities, but the High Court wants them answered, and so there will be another High Court hearing before any final decisions can be made.
And subsequent to that, is it then likely to go to the Supreme Court as well?
That remains a possibility, but we aren't sure yet what will happen after this next High Court hearing. The judge did say today that this is an issue that he feels needs to be resolved as quickly as possible. Now, that may sound all very well 3 years into this process, but he did insist that another court date would be set well before Christmas. So as soon as the two legal teams can agree on a new date, then the judge wants this to be resolved. At that point, of course, there are still potential avenues open to Shrien Dewani's legal team, among them an application to the European courts. So we are some way off the resolution, but the judge did raise the concern in the court today, and I was in there as this concern was raised, that if a technicality, a general point of law was taken to the Supreme Court, then there's a possibility that that could lengthen the process by as much as 2 or 3 years. And so that is why he wants this resolved as soon as possible.
Any response at this early stage, Olly, from Annie Dewani's family to this latest hurdle?
Yes, we've spoken to Annie Dewani's family in the last few moments. They say they do not understand why this legal process is taking so long in this country. They say they want justice for Annie. They say that they understand that Shrien Dewani is mentally ill and that may need extra help and may need special treatment when he gets to South Africa. But they say he must go to South Africa to face justice. They say, and Annie Dewani's sister was saying this just a few moments ago, she can't believe that it's 3 years nearly that this has been dragging on, and that they thought it would be something that would be resolved within months. And they do not understand why the British legal process is dragging in this way.
eNCA correspondent Olly Barratt bringing us the latest on that Dewani extradition hearing.
News that moves. eNCA.com.